just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure.
Hey, what's happening, good people? I'm glad that you guys are able to hang out with me here today. We're going to be talking about building that business when you ain't got no money in your pocket. That's what we will be touching on today. So make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs, business owners that you know need to figure out how to get the business rolling. I know you know some people who say, well, I ain't quite got the money yet to get that started. You need to make sure that they here tonight, because we're going to go ahead and nip that myth in the behind and get this ball rolling. So I appreciate you guys being here with me. I know I've been gone for a little while. I went on vacation, then I got back and I caught Corona while I was here last week, and I'm still recovering from it. Unfortunately, I got that Corona brain or mind, whatever they say. I've been forgetting stuff here lately, but I'm back, and we're going to try to get through this thing the best that we can. It's my first time being back after Corona, so y'all bear with me here tonight. I may forget a couple things. It's not something that I'm trying to do, so just stay with me. Anyways, if you guys have questions at any time as I go over anything, make sure that you guys put them in the comments, and I'll be able to answer your questions here. If you put a Q in the front, followed by your question, and I can find it in case we get a little lost here in the chat windows as we dig into our theme here for tonight of how do you get the business going when you ain't got no money. Don't feel like any question that you have to ask is a stupid question. This is how we get smarter, by asking questions and getting the answers done. Now, I'm Dr. Travis Davis. I've been doing government contracting, business ownership, entrepreneurship for over 11 years now. And I kind of want to start there with the entrepreneurship and business ownership. I don't think that they're the same. I always say I'm an entrepreneur/business owner because I am a business owner in 2 niche industries, IT and marketing. Those are my 2 businesses that generate a majority of my revenue, but I'm an entrepreneur in quite a few other things. And I think entrepreneurship is like where you're trying to find if you can turn this into a legit business that, is generating you the type revenue that can change your life. And hopefully, most importantly, that business is operating without the need of you, right? That's what I consider to be a business. But most people start out as an entrepreneur and turn into a business owner. The other thing about entrepreneurship and business ownership to me is you don't need an EIN number to be an entrepreneur. To be a business owner, we don't need that EIN number. So that's where I want to start us at. Neither side is a bad side to be, whether you're an entrepreneur or a business owner or both like myself. I just wanted to make that disclaimer there. What we're going to be talking about today is more so on that entrepreneurship side, because if you ain't got no money, chances are you really can't run and operate a business yet. So we're going to be practicing our entrepreneurial skills that will lead us into becoming very extremely successful business owners in each and every one of your own lanes. I don't like to measure success or tell you this is what success looks like, because everybody's different. Some people need $1 million to be successful. Others need $100 million to be successful. So I can't tell you what success looks like. That's something that you got to dig down deep inside and figure out for yourself. So once again, that's what we're going to be diving into. I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget, make sure you're hitting that like button, that subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners, and make sure you are in those comments networking. How do we do that? Let us know where it is that you're viewing in from in the comments. And then most importantly, I need you to say in the comments, I didn't forget this, I'm a millionaire. The reason that we say I am a millionaire is because you got to believe it. I don't care what I teach you guys tonight or previously. If you don't believe that you can execute this stuff, then guess what? It never, ever works. So when you put that I am a millionaire in the comments, the goal is to come back, 3 months from now, 4 months from now, and see, well, I believed in myself when I typed that in the comments, and now it's actually turning into real life. So make sure that you guys are putting that down there in the comments. Before we get started, let's see, who do we have in the building? We got the real Don. What's happening with you, my brother? I appreciate you for being here with us tonight. I know it's the playoff basketball, but hey, the NBA don't make none of y'all no money, baby. You know what I'm saying? And if you tell me that it do, you's a liar. You probably gonna try to tell me that you're gambling and sports betting. Well, listen, that's kind of like trading stocks. I actually created software to help with sports betting. I love sports betting, just like I love trading in the stock market as well. I don't talk about this stuff, but I do it. And the reason I don't talk about it, because the odds is all of us are going to lose. Vegas wasn't built off people winning money. You know what I'm saying? So when people tell me, they crushed it out there, you can believe them if you want to. So I appreciate y'all being here with me while the playoffs is going on. Timothy, what's going on? I appreciate you for being here with us today. TTG in the building. What's happening? Phil, what's happening with you out there in California? Business development representative. Hey, y'all better tap in with Phil, man. Ain't nothing like some good old business development. Choice. I think I seen your name come across the other day. My team sent your name. I think you just joined us over in SB Money Flow. I may be wrong, but either way, I appreciate you being here with us tonight. And if it was you that just joined us, thank you. Thank you for joining in. We got LX Brothers over in Dallas, Texas. What's going on? I appreciate you being here. And we got Tanya in the building. What's happening with you today? I appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out with us. And last but not least, we got Courtney in the building. What's going on with you, Courtney? I appreciate you. Appreciate you being in the building. SB Money Flow. I think that's what I was talking about. If that's what you're talking about, the software, I think I was talking about SB Money Flow. Look, guys, I still got a little fuzziness in my brain, so I know I'm usually sharp, but I ain't as sharp as I used to be right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I gotta think a little bit harder than what I was doing before this corona last week. I don't know what it's doing to me, but we gonna get back. I promise you did. Oh, that was the right one. I appreciate you for joining us. Thanks. Hopefully you dive in there. make sure that you jump inside of the community as well. I got some videos actually that I'll be getting up there tonight, some training videos for those of you in SB Money Flow. So make sure you get inside of our private group chat for SB Money Flow, because that's where the videos will be. If you're not in there, you can message our team. We'll send, or log into SB Money Flow, look in the right-hand corner in the blue button, and you'll actually see the link in the announcements to join the private group there. But anyways, before we dive into our lesson here today, I do need to do a little bit of housekeeping. Oh, you're talking about the sports betting software. I'll get to that one. It's been a while since I did that. Maybe you wasn't following me when we were sports betting. Oh my, I was pulling out like $20,000, $30,000 a bet. It was crazy. It was crazy. But, you don't always win all of them. So I didn't want to people was like taking their last $1,000 because they would see me bet and win quite a bit of money. And then they would take their last $1,000 and bet with me the next week and we would lose. And I'm trying to tell them like, hey, look, it ain't always perfect. So you shouldn't put your last in the betting. But I just stopped offering it to the people and I just use it for myself. Anyways, let's do a little bit of housekeeping right here. Don't forget, coming up June the 2nd, okay, June the 2nd, if you are an individual that is looking to grow your business, take it to the next level as a consultant. Now, yes, I love to be a consultant for government contracting, but I think that everybody should have a business that consults, no matter whether it's to the government, business to business, but you should absolutely be a consultant. And here on June the 2nd, once again, that is June the 2nd, we are kicking off our 30-day Small Business GovCon Challenge, where we are actually going to be diving in for 30 days. Every day you're going to have a video, a lesson training on business. Okay, I'm not going to be teaching you government contracting. I'm going to be teaching you how to be a consultant to government contractors. So if you're ready to take yourself to the next level, I highly advise you, make sure you're a part of this 30-day challenge that's kicking off June the 2nd. And when you get yourself registered, invite 3 other people to join you on the challenge and use your affiliate link. Every time you use your affiliate link, you're going to get 20% commissions. So if you get 5 people to join you in the challenge, you're actually going to be doing the challenge completely for free. But I promise you, this is some of my best teaching right here on our 30-day challenge. And I got something new coming up this 30-day challenge that I've never done in the previous 30-day challenges. We're going to be using my AI software at max capacity because I want you guys to move fast. I don't want you to think about it. So I've actually built out the AI software to help you put together your products, your services, get all of the wording out of the way, get all of the thoughts out of your head, put it in the AI. It's going to spit it out, and we're going to move at the speed of lightning. So again, that is sbgovconlive.com. Make sure that you guys do join us over there. The next thing that I want to share with you guys is to make sure that you join us in our community. Yes, we have an absolutely free community. I'll put the link in the chat. It's $2cents.com. Once you get the $2cents.com, make sure you click on the top label community, and it'll actually take you straight into our community completely for free. But you'll be a part of a network of amazing entrepreneurs and business owners that are smarter than me. Yeah, there's a lot of them smarter than me sitting right in there that you guys can communicate and network with. And most importantly, you can stay up to date with all the crazy ideas and things popping in my mind and things that we got going on. So make sure again that you guys visit $2cents.com and join us over there. All right, now let's get ready to dive in here. I seen some questions come in. I just got the cage code and getting started. What's going on? Well, congratulations to you getting your cage code. Look, I gotta find I gotta find all my stuff. I've been gone for a while. There we go. There's my clapping. Congratulations to you on getting the cage code. Now it's time to roll. It is time to roll. To get government contracts, medical carrier, do you have a business a certain amount of time? Nah. You don't need to have no certain amount of time or nothing for government contracting. Those are often myths that people hear about. But no, government contracting It has nothing to do with the time that your business has been operating. Now, some contracts may require that you have certain amount of years of experience. So I just say things like, look, if you come across the opportunity and it's requiring something that you don't have, you got one or two options. You can either put together the team that fits the qualifications for what you lack, which that's where consulting comes into play. That's why I want to teach you guys how to be a consultant so your mindset can shift. All right. Or you can just leave the contract alone. This customer spends over $4 trillion a year. That one little contract that you're looking at right there, if it's going to beat you up and paralyze you, push it to the side and leave it alone and go find another contract. It's plenty more opportunities out there. Don't just harp over that one opportunity that's has some requirements in front of you that you can't meet. So I just say that because you can't count yourself out at all. All right, guys, we're about to get ready to dive into this. Don't forget, we are live Tuesday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. On Tuesdays, we kind of talk business and the mindset on our Dollars to Cents podcast. On Wednesdays, we talk more government contracting, is 100% dedicated to the government contracting. And on Thursdays, we talk about the software, SB Money Flow, how you guys can utilize SB Money Flow, Pure Money, AI, Ad Master Pro to level your business up and literally take you to heights that you've never seen. So once again, subscribe to the channel. There's tons and tons of training over there that you guys can start learning about right now today. All right. Now, before we get this ball rolling here, my first thing, I need to move this here, is we're going to go to the whiteboard. I'm trying a little something different today. So I want to ask you guys in the chat. Don't forget, if you have questions about anything that we go over, put a Q in front, followed by the question so I can go back and find it later because I want to be interactive with you guys. So my first question to you guys, what are some things that you believe you need in order to start a business or to start your entrepreneurship journey? Well, let's say entrepreneurship journey. What are some things that you know that you're going to need? Put it in the comments. Give me some ideas of what you believe that you need. And there's no right or wrong answer here. That's the beauty about it. That's why I'm asking you. You guys may say some things that I didn't even think about. Now, the reason I'm starting you here because I was just like a lot of y'all. I ain't had no money. When I first got started my government contracting business, I didn't have no money. But I've always been a hustler. I've always sold some stuff. I started way back in elementary school. I was selling candy in school. That's that entrepreneurship right there. If you sell stuff, you are an entrepreneur. We just got to turn it into a business. That's the only difference. And I know a lot of you guys, definitely if you following me, if you still here and you didn't put up with the way that I talk and all that, I know you got the entrepreneur journey in you because you still hang out with me here. So since I can get you starting right there and understanding, okay, well, I'm an entrepreneur. I have an itch like majority other individuals that have started their entrepreneurship journey and made millions of dollars as business owners. I'm no different than anybody else. So chances are the same stuff that I needed getting going, you're going to need to. It's just the way that it works. All right. I like this one. Timothy said you need a mindset to start a business. I think that may be one of the most crucial things. And I didn't even put that down there. I need to jot that down on my list right here. Let me make sure I write that down because we may need to add that. If you ain't got no mindset, then you might as well just go home. Because here's the thing, man. You can't do something that you've never done before, right? If you've never had $1 million business, $100,000 business, if you've never made $10,000 in 30 days, if you've never accomplished that yet, chances are it's going to be new to you. And anytime you do something new, hurdles are in the way. I ain't never tried something new and I didn't have a bump along the way. Now, I didn't say that it was a wall or a closed door that's stopping me. I said it was a bump in the way. It was a hurdle in the way. I may have to jump a little bit higher than I've ever jumped before. I may had to run through something that I've never ran through before, but it wasn't nothing that stopped me from moving forward. But it was something that was in the way that could have made me doubt myself. So if you don't have that mindset to get past that hump, man, you're going to be in trouble. So I'm glad that you said that right there. It just stuck out to me, right? Mindset. That's absolutely something that you should have. Here's something else that you guys should have. An EIN number. An EIN number is going to cost you around $300, depending on the state that you're at. Some of them got a little bit cheaper. Now, I'm putting the prices here and I'm putting a list of stuff here. I just want you to jot it down, put it in your notes and say, okay, this is stuff I got to have. I'm not telling you spend one single dollar on anything yet, because the whole moral of this thing is I want to start a business that flourishes and I ain't got no money. So what do you mean, Travis, $300 for EIN? I ain't got it. I know you don't have it. That's okay. But that don't mean that we shouldn't know how much this stuff costs, right? We got to know how much the things cost to be a legit business. We can't go around doing raggedy stuff all the time. And if you're trying to get into government contracting, you absolutely cannot be raggedy. We got to have things tight, right? But it's a process of getting there, especially when you ain't got no money. The process is a little bit longer, but we can get through it. Another thing that we're going to need, we're going to need a website. Now, websites can range anywhere from free to $2,500. I've seen Wix. Wix, I believe you can build a free website on there. Okay. I need to take that back. I said free. You at least need like $20 or something, because we need a domain, right? We can't have people going to wix.com/52893 Roger 3822. Like, we can't have that. Okay. So you at least got to have a domain, which is your businessname.com. Okay. Well, congratulations getting your EIN with no cost. Everybody's different. So you at least need, I should take that free off and say at least $20 for the domain, all the way up to $2,500, could be more. That is on the level somebody's building the website out for you. Maybe you don't want to be on the technical side and touch a website at all. And I know a lot of people who pay people to build websites. I actually think that's the craziest thing to do in today's time. Back in the day when I first got started out in business, you actually had the code to build websites. Websites right now, they drag and drop. So I'm not paying nobody no $2,500 to build a website. And the reason why is because you're going to need to go update your website often, right? There's going to be changes that you need to make to your website. And if you're paying somebody to build your website, every time you need to make a change, you're going to have to pay them to go make the change. So I advise to use some type of drag and drop software, preferably SB Money Flow. We can build websites right in there too. But absolutely, I'm not paying anybody to build my website. That just ain't happening. The next thing that you're going to need, money. Well, Travis, you just told me I don't need no money. Well, you need to know how to access some money. Like, I be listening to real estate people all the time, like, you don't need no money to do this. Well, you better know where to get some money from. Maybe you personally don't need the money, but you're going to need to find money from somewhere. So where are some places that we can get money from? Does anybody got an idea in the comments? Where is a place that you can get money from because you ain't got no money? Well, I'm telling you this right now. Remember this number, 680. You need to have a 680 credit score so we can go get some money. Now, can you get away with a lower credit score? Possibly, but look, I don't want to make this more difficult than it needs to be. You got a 600 credit score, we got problems. We got to get up to at least a 680 so we can start accessing money where it ain't costing us crazy prices. Now, the reason why I don't have a price for money here is because in order to obtain money, I'm going to have to pay some type of percentage for the money that I borrow. So this is where I'm trying to tell you. I just need to know where the money lies, where it resides, and I need to know the cost if I was to touch it. So if I go borrow $10,000, how much is it going to cost me to get to $10,000? Well, here's the beauty. All of us can access money right now today for the most part. It's called a credit card. Now, one way that I was able to grow extremely fast, I told you I graduated college. I started when did I start my business? 2014 or something of that age, 13, something like that. I was drinking all my money up. I was partying in the clubs. I ain't really had no money. But I kept getting these credit card offers over and over and over again. And guess what they said on the credit card? 0% APR. That's why I got 0% right there. I started generating money by borrowing the credit card's money. But here's the kicker. I didn't go eat the money up. I didn't go to the club with the credit card money. And this is what drives me insane that people do. Like, why would you go take the credit card, swipe the credit card for $500 to impress somebody out there eating, and you don't know how to make the $500 to give it back? You already setting yourself up for failure. Instead, I used that credit card to purchase the products and the services. And I knew in 30 days, I'm not just going to get the money back that I spent on the credit card, but I'm also going to get this thing called profit too. That way I can pay the credit card back, and now I got a little bit more money. If you stick with this model, eventually you won't need nobody else's money. But you ain't got no money. So you're going to have to share some of your profit with the people that you're borrowing money from. It just is what it is. But the kicker to all of this, and the reason why I'm starting here with you guys putting all the prices up, is because here's the thing in business that you always need to keep in mind. However much it costs you to keep your doors open and to conduct that business, whether you're selling products or you're providing a service, whatever the cost is to you to make it happen, you always, somebody type always in the chat, because I need this to stick in your head. You always must charge your expenses to your customer. So I shouldn't get no customers that don't help cover my expenses. If I do any other formula, I'm going to end up closing my doors and I'm going to go bankrupt. Let me give you guys an example. And I know this is hot off the press. You guys can go look it up. Red Lobster just filed bankruptcy. Why did Red Lobster file bankruptcy? Because they gave shrimp away for free. They didn't put the expense of the shrimp on the customer. They ate the expenses, and now they filing bankruptcy. We never, ever eat expenses. This is why some places cost more than other places. This is why there is no set price to anything. This is why when you guys ask me pricing for government contracting, I can't tell you how much you should be putting on stuff because I don't know your expenses. This is where you're able to compete. I can compete with a Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin's expenses to operate is probably at least $50 million every pay period. I ain't got no $50 million expenses. You know what I'm saying? I got about $5,000 in expenses. Like, I ain't got no $50 million. Well, with the employees and stuff, it gets up there. But I'm just giving y'all an example. We have to know our numbers to put the expenses on the customer, and that includes money. Okay? Another thing that you guys are going to need, bookkeeping. Well, look, there's free software out here to do bookkeeping because you told me you ain't got no money. But that don't mean that you don't keep your books. You can literally get an Excel spreadsheet. If you guys remind me of this stuff as we get here near the end, I'll show y'all where I started with Excel. It was nasty, disgusting. Oh my God, it was completely awful. Like, every time I look back on the way that I started business, I laugh at myself and I go, man, that was some nasty work right there. I can't even believe I made it looking that nasty. But nobody cares about looking nasty. I solved the problem and I delivered. That's what the customer wanted. They didn't ask what my books look like. They didn't say, yo, you're using Excel. That's extremely nasty. We can't do business with you. That's not how that works. Instead, I listened to the problem. I provided a solution and they paid me for it. All of the bookkeeping and the way that it looked, that's internal. Don't nobody look at the internal operations of the business. So literally, I just need something to make sure I keep all of my stuff organized. And when I say all of my stuff, guys, do not tie your personal money in with your business money. I don't care if we don't have the EIN number yet. So that means that we're not able to open a business bank account yet. That don't matter to me. That's why we got books. As soon as I start this entrepreneur journey, I need to start separating things. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, okay, well, I ain't got no money in the account yet. But the minute that money starts to come in, that's for the business. That's not for me. Hey, I'm not touching that money. I'm not going to go eat with that money just because I got $100 in profit. That is not $100 for you to go out and eat it. That's $100 to go back into business so we can now turn the 100 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8. We do not touch this money. Okay? And we keep it separate. Every time we do a transaction, we need to keep it separate. If you got a credit card in your personal name, because we ain't got the business yet, that credit card only needs to be used moving forward at this moment for business. Don't you use that credit card for your personal? Because now you're going to start commingling funds and it's going to get nasty. This is one of the biggest problems that I see in our small business owners, in our entrepreneurs. You have no bookkeeping and you're commingling everything, which is illegal. Okay. But then you just start looking nasty and you end up failing all because you're not organized. Now, I'll share this with you guys. Let me actually switch my screen here. Is this the right screen that I'm switching? I hope so. If you guys visit the site, travisknows.com, I'll put this in the chat too. travisknows.com. Okay. You can actually access everything that I got going on. But I wanted to come down here because I love QuickBooks. This is, what I talk about all the time. Well, QuickBooks actually, when you click on this link right here, for Memorial Day, you see it ends on May 31st, and they not playing either. When they say they end on May 31st, it will end on May 31st. They're giving you 70% off for 3 months. I wish I could get the deal, but you can't get that deal if you've been a customer already. But the moral of the story, if you ain't got no books, hey, you should look into QuickBooks. I believe, it may cost you anywhere from $40 a month up to $80 a month, depending on what you're doing. I run my payroll through QuickBooks. All of my transactions, my credit card, my bank account, everything is connected right here to QuickBooks. Now, again, there's free software out here for you to use too. But hey, let me also tell you guys this. Free ain't always going to get you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you're going to have to start spending some money. This is why we're going over all of this. And I got a reason why I'm showing you the prices to everything when we get down here near the end. Don't forget, guys, make sure that you're hitting that like button, that subscribe button, share this live feed out right now with 3 other entrepreneurs, business owners, so they can find out how they can get this business started with no money as well. Now, let's keep the party going on. You're going to need products or people. I don't know what the price of this is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're selling products, but if you are selling products, guess what you're going to need to do? Buy the product and then sell the product. I don't know how you sell the product without buying it. Okay? Well, I do know how, which I'll share with you a little bit later. But at some point, we want to buy the product and sell the product. And I got people here because, listen, a lot of people get upset at me about this too. I treat people like products when it comes to running the business. So I don't like to confuse myself. A person is just a product to me. What do I mean by that? If I was to go buy this cup right here off the shelf, right? The cup will cost me $20 off the shelf, and I'm just throwing numbers out there. But if I found the manufacturer and built the relationship with them, I probably could get the cup for $10. It's still a cost to the cup. I could get it for $10, and since retail is saying $20, well, I know I at least got $10 profit margins already on top of it. So now it's going to cost me $10 to get 10, right? But I got to have the 10. They're not just going to give me the cup. That's why we need to know where to go get the money from. Now, people, well, it's the same thing to me. Give me your title and I'll give you the product. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me you're an admin assistant, I can go on the internet right now and put admin assistant, put your zip code in, and it will tell me the cost of the product, which is an admin assistant. It'll give me a range from the lowest to the highest. The difference is it ain't a set price like this cup. It's a range right there. So guess what I'm going to offer. Look. If I get an admin assistant and it tells me the price of that product ranges from $20 an hour to $75 an hour, the average is $42 an hour. When I call the product up, the person that's an admin assistant, can you guys guess how much I'm going to offer them? Right? The product, which is the person. I got 3 different levels right here. The lowest, the average, and the highest. How much do you think I'm going to offer the product when I get on the call and interview them? This is where y'all be messing up. See, it's not my job to negotiate the product, which is the people. It's their job to understand their own costs. So when I get on the phone with them, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm offering them the lowest price. It's your job to work yourself up to the highest price. That ain't my job. So since it said the lowest was at $25 an hour, they asked me, well, how much does this job pay? $25 an hour? How does that sound? They go, oh, well, I can't do it for $25 an hour. Well, what rate was you looking for? I was looking somewhere around $30 an hour. Well, 30 is cool too, because the highest was 75, the median was 45, and you want 32. I'll buy the product for $32 an hour. And now that I got the product of an admin assistant for $32 an hour, I go resell the product for $92 an hour. Now you may be saying, Travis, that ain't fair. How do you get to sell the person for $92 an hour and only pay them $32 an hour? Well, all these costs that I got right here. I'm showing you guys why I have to 10x. Well, I'm just throwing the 10x out there. This is why I got to charge more money, a lot more money too, because every time that person butts sit in the seat and clocks in, I need to get some type of money off of it so I can keep the doors open. And you may say, well, why don't that person just go do it themselves? I don't know why they don't go do it themselves. I don't know why they don't start the business and do this all by themselves. That's not here for me to argue. They didn't. Instead, they came to work for me. And in order to keep my doors open, I got expenses. This is why I say I treat people like products, because I'm not going to hire anybody that I can't get profit off of, or else I got to shut my doors. The next thing that we got right here. Don't forget, if you guys got questions or anything that I go over, I am going to get to them near the end here. Make sure you put a Q in front of the question, and I'll be able to go back and find those. Insurance. Don't you get into business without no insurance. Listen, we are in America. There's 2 ways to get rich in America. One way is to build the business and you get rich. The second way in America is to sue the person that built the business and you get rich. This is the reason why we want to get insurance, because America loves suing. I don't know if y'all know that or not. It's built off the back of suing people. Everybody's looking for a come up. In the court system, anybody can walk down to the court system and file paperwork and sue you. They could just lie. Trust me, I know. I've been to court 4 times, won every one of them too. And let me tell you, if you take me to court and you think you gonna win, you got a whole nother expense coming your way. Because those same people that took me to court and thought that they was going to win, they ended up needing to pay me over $8,000 because I got lawyer fees that you had to pay for. I ain't tell you to be the fool to go down to the court. The court don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you want to open up this Pandora's box to the court will let it happen, and they just going to charge everybody. But the difference with me, the minute you lose, you got to cover every expense that I got. And my lawyers ain't cheap. Not for that. You going to come up off that. We going to garnish your wages. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't pay me when you go to work and you thought that you was going to get your check, nope, we garnish that. So keep in mind, but we want to have insurance in place. Even in government contracting, you got to have insurance. The next thing is we're going to have education. Education can go anywhere from $10 to $50,000. Education can be a book, right? All of us should have books. I got a whole bookshelf right here. I got a library of books. I got audibles all over the place. I'm constantly listening to a book. I started with the book because I told you I ain't have no money. The books don't cost money. You can go get books completely for free right now, whether you knew that or not. So guess what I did? I got free books. And when I got the free books, I turned into money. Because the education that the book had in it, it taught me how to become a millionaire. If you don't have a mentor right now, at this moment, if you don't have one mentor in your life, guess what you should do? Go get a book. I don't know no mentor, like no rich person out here, extremely successful. I've never seen them not write a book and literally put everything that they did in a book. So if you can't get to that conference, if you can't join their programs, get their book. Study exactly what they told you to do in writing. It's sitting right there. Now, when you want to level up, I'm letting you know that book ain't going to get you. But so far, the book could help you get money in your pocket. But if you want to learn how to move millions of dollars, you're probably going to have to pay a really nice price for your mentor. All of my mentors right now cost over $50,000, every single one of them. And I got 3. Every one of them costs over $50,000. Do you know them mentors that helped me make millions of dollars? So what is $50,000 to a couple million? Nothing. But I didn't start with a $50,000 mentor. I built up to that. But they are constantly teaching me. You should never, ever stop learning information, because here's the kicker. The more you learn, the more you get paid. I ain't never seen a dummy get stupid rich. You may think that they dumb, but I don't know too many dummies who know how to make millions over and over again. That's pretty smart. Because I've seen a lot of smart people not know how to make no money. And they look pretty dumb to me. How you going to be that smart and not know how to make dollars for yourself? So nah, I'm not calling the rich person dumb. The next thing that you're going to need to pay attention to, your time. I see this happen all the time with entrepreneurs and business owners. They forget to calculate their time. You can't work on projects 8 hours a day for 4 months and say, oh man, I made $10,000 off the deal. No, you didn't. Did you forget to calculate your time that you put in there? So what you're telling me is your time has no value. I know for myself, I charge $250 an hour. Some of my clients, $500 an hour. Because you need my time. And you're not about to devalue my time and tell me that I'm $22 an hour. Look, listen to how this makes sense. You were trying to tell me I'm $22 an hour. Like this is what people be telling me on the internet too. Travis, can you just help me write the proposal and I'll pay you on the back end? Or your prices cost too much. So you mean to tell me you want me to help you win that $250,000 contract and you only want to pay me $50? Hell no. You're not about to devalue my time. Are you crazy? I've put together systems that make me millions of dollars and you about to bring me back down to $20 an hour? That is not how that operates. Just because you look at your time that way, you're not about to make me calculate my time that way. And I think that most people are a fool that allow somebody to say that I'm only worth $22 an hour. What do you mean? Most of the employees don't understand that you are literally sitting in a cubicle right now solving $1 million problems, only getting paid $28 an hour. Well, that's your fault. If you believe that you only worth $28 an hour, guess what you're going to get paid? $28 an hour. I talked about that earlier when I said hiring people. I'm going to start you at the lowest because that's what you have been taught. You allowed the education system to tell you when you graduate with this job title that you are only worth $42 an hour. That's between you and the man upstairs. I'm telling you, you're worth more than that. You can't just be $22 an hour, $40 an hour, and the client that you're working for is making millions of dollars. That alone should let you know that your time is way more valuable than what you thought. So you need to start calculating your time. Now, since you ain't got no money right now, chances are you're going to be doing free work for yourself. But I need to document how many hours it is because eventually I'm going to charge that to a customer. And you may be saying, well, Travis, I'm just by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take whatever. No, I won't. Because the other kicker to this, if I start charging the customer now for my time, once I start getting paid from the customer, I can hire somebody else to do the work. And I'll know exactly how long it's going to take them to complete it. And I'll also know exactly how much I'm going to pay them. But if you ain't calculating your own time right now, then none of this stuff works. And the last thing that I got up here, again, this is the bare minimum to get started. Gas and food. You're going to have to get out in the streets and shake hands and kiss babies. You're going to have to go meet somebody. It only takes one person to change your life. So I have this system I call the FU system. It sticks in my mind. I say, when you wake up, how many people did you say FU to today? And that's how many people did you follow up with today? Because if you ain't talking to nobody, I know for a fact your life ain't going to get changed. One of my mentors said this, and I believe I heard it again on a video somewhere. But they said every single successful person in this world has used somebody else. Use somebody. Yes. You literally go in and you need to, I need to use you to get what I need. And in return, you're probably going to use me too. But that's how it works. I use somebody to get to where I want to go. Either they got the network, so I need to use them for their network. They got the products. I need to use them for their products. They got the mental capacity. They got the strategy. I need to use them. They got the money. I need to use them. So I'm telling you that because I've heard people, I don't want to use nobody. I don't want to use the people I know. Well, you don't want to get rich quick. The faster you realize that you're going to have to use somebody, the easier it gets. And now every day that I wake up, I'm looking for who I can use. Who's the person that I can use out there that can change my life right now? It just takes one person. Whether we talking government contracting, business to business, because it takes one person to completely change your life. Now, if you get 10 of them, you've seen a whole new world. That's why I got mentors. Because they've been places I've never been before. And they can teach me and show me how to get there. So you have to have the mindset, I'm going to use somebody. And you need to put a budget to the side to make sure you got the gas to get there. And sometimes you need to feed the person that you're about to use. A lot of people put their guards down over some food. I'm telling you, you take a person out to eat and tell them, I'm paying for everything. I just need you to get here. I may even send you an Uber in today's time. I need you to come sit down and eat with me. You feed somebody, boy. Open up Pandora's box. They just start talking to you. And don't go feed them no McDonald's or nothing like that. I'm saying, you need to feed them the way that you think that they're going to help you. If you think they about to help you make millions of dollars, you better take them to that fancy restaurant. You may only got enough money to take them to that fancy restaurant one time, so make it count. But you need to use people. Now, with all these costs that I put right here, again, the moral of this thing is I'm starting my business with no money. Travis, you done put all these costs right here, but you told me I can get started with no money. Absolutely. But the kicker is I need to know the cost of all of this, because at some point I need to get here to start making millions. I can't keep going out in the streets without absolutely no money, and I can't take nobody to no restaurant. I can't keep going in the streets without keep educating myself, getting smarter, so when I get in the rooms, I can have better conversations. It just won't work. I can't go sit in a room with millionaires talking like a third grade person. It don't work. I can't keep doing business without insurance, because I'm telling you, something is going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but something is going to happen, and you got to protect yourself. If I know the cost, so what do you say? That's $400 a month. Let's say your time, well, you ain't really got to add the time in for right now, so we can push that to the side. Let's say your education is costing you another $20 a month. Insurance, $100 a month. We at $520. The products and people we ain't really got to worry about right now. Bookkeeping, $50 a month. Money you ain't got to worry about because you ain't got to pay it till you touch it. The website, $300 a month. Your EIN number, one time $300. Could be cheaper. It's just a number up there. I don't know what the price is in your area. In Maryland, $300. Now all of a sudden I realize I need $1,000 a month. Minimum, I need $1,000 a month. Well, again, Travis, I ain't got no money. Well, here's the beauty about today's time that we're in. In today's time that we're in right now, you can sell products without ever needing to touch the product. Without ever buying the product first, you can sell the product. It's called affiliates. How many of you guys know what affiliates are? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what an affiliate is. Put a 2 in the chat if this whole affiliate thing, like I've heard about it, but I don't quite understand what affiliates is. I am a firm believer of affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is what helped get me here, because I sold everybody else's stuff for them. And in return, they paid me for the sales that I got. Now, the reason people don't like to do affiliate is because they're greedy. They go, well, I sold your product for $100, but I only got $25 back in return. Well, you didn't have no product to sell. I gave you a product to sell. You made $25 without making any investment in the product. You don't got to deliver it to the customer. You don't got to talk to the customer. You don't have to pay your overhead to keep the doors open and none of that. All you had to do was sell the product, and you made $25 off nothing. But here's the kicker. I need $1,000 a month. This is the other issue that you guys do. You keep playing around with $10, $25, $100 opportunities. Like, look, if you keep trying to get $25 book sales, e-course sales all day long, which I'm not saying don't do it. I'm telling you that ain't going to get you to where you need to be, because you need a lot of people at $10. You need a lot of people at $20 just to make $1,000 a month. And chances are right now, you don't even know that many people. And you may say, well, I could get my followers on the internet. Followers don't equal money. I don't know what everybody be talking about, but I don't care if you got 1 million followers. That don't mean that you got $1 million. Followers do not equal money. So we have to now say, well, if I need $1,000, I should play the game of zeros. And you guys can go back to my YouTube channel. I got a video there somewhere talking about the game of zeros. I think that's the title. But it's just simple. I should have a product or service that costs $1,000. And if I'm doing affiliate commissions, where can I find a product or service that somebody else got that my profit when I sell it will give me $1,000? Because now I got 30 days to wake up and find somebody who's going to buy it, and I make $1,000. If I figure out how to get 10 people to buy it in the next 30 days, I just made myself $10,000. I can now cover all of my expenses and I ain't got to worry about not having no money all of a sudden. It's right there. Now that I figured out how to get to $10,000 in just 2 months, I now got 8 months to breathe and figure out how am I going to scale up now? Or you can literally find something to give you $500. At least I only need two. Two people every 30 days give me $500. That's $1,000. So now, again, I can cover the expenses of doing business. And I'm telling you right now, you can find two in 30 days. You can easily find 10. It's not hard. Or you can knock it down. You can put it at $100. Well, if I need $100, I need 10 people. That's giving me $100 in profit. So who has the product? Who has the service that if I sell their stuff, I get $100 in profit? Now, that's all I should be focusing on every day. When I get on social media, I'm not here to get you to like me. I'm not dancing in the background so I can get 10 clicks on the like, so I can get 50 people sharing it. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I don't care if you sell my stuff. I'm looking for 2 people to purchase. So every day I'm making content looking for the 2 people to buy. That's it. And I got YouTube, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got TikTok, I got LinkedIn. These are major platforms that can get you in front of people all across the world. But you still over here playing around with it, dancing, because you're playing with the consumers. You're playing with the broke people. Pay attention to the rich people on social media and you'll see how they operating it. They not having fun. It may look like some fun, but they not having fun. They using it for business. So now all of a sudden I realize, okay, I can get this money flowing in through affiliate commissions. That's an option right there, right? The other thing that you can do to make your money that you need, $1,000 a month, is put together a deal for somebody. I'll give you guys this example. I got about 3 friends that's real estate. What it was, real estate people. Why am I drawing a blank? I told you it's Corona, man. Got me. What are the real estate agents? Look, that was hard for me to figure out right there. I had 3 friends as real estate agents, right? I literally told all 3 of them. Well, I got over $1 million to invest in real estate. They're like, well, you know, let me know when you get a property and then we can work it out. Oh, so you want me to go find the property, bring it to you so you can get the deal. That's not how that's going to work. I literally said, hey, if this is your craft of a real estate agent, here is the type deals that I'm looking for. I need mortgages that have an interest rate under a 4% interest rate. They like, well, I ain't used to doing that. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, take your ass to go get a book and figure out what I'm talking about. It's not my job to teach you about your industry. You need to hear what I'm telling you. I got the money. These are the requirements I'm looking for. You need to go study and figure out what I'm talking about. Because anything else, I'm doing your job. And now you using me. And I ain't getting nothing else in return. That's bad using. But if they literally sat down and I literally gave them the YouTube videos that they could go watch, it's the same stuff that I learned creative real estate off of. You know what I'm saying? You go learn from the same places that I did, but you got to sit down. It's going to take you some time. And then after that, you got to do a lot of cold calling. But this your craft. You need the money. I don't need the money. You need the money, so go do the work. But all of a sudden, if they would do the work that don't cost them no money, it costs them their time. But if they would sit down and do the work and put together the deal that I like, they could bring it to me, and then everybody makes money. It's just that simple. Same thing in government contracting. I got people all the time. Travis, can I partner with you on a government contract? Well, what's the contract? You know what they send me? the link to the contract. Oh, you think because you found an IT contract, you just found it on the internet. Mind you, I built a whole software that can help find the contracts and do all of the CRM following up and all of that stuff. So you mean to tell me that you sent me a link to something that I could do at the click of a button? And you think that's putting a deal together? That's why you're failing. Same thing with government contracts. If you read the opportunity and you put the whole deal together, guess what ends up happening? You present it to the person that got all of the money and the resources, and you say, hey, this is all that I need from you. You put it on the table, and now I understand, oh, you need 3 FTEs that specializes in X, Y, and Z. Well, I got that. You know what I'm saying? But when you see me send me a link and you want me to read through 180 pages of RFP, well, I don't need you no more because you can't use me that way. Yes, I'm going to use you to structure the whole deal, know what's needed, and then in return, since I'm using you to get all of that laid out, you're going to use me to get the deal completed. And then I'm going to pay you for that. Are you going to make as much money as me? Absolutely not. You ain't had no money. You ain't had no resources. You ain't got nothing. So I'm not giving you 50-50. That ain't happening either. I hope you don't think you sitting down, taking your time to read over a document makes you a 50-50 partner. That's not how that works. You ain't got no money. You may get couple percentages off the deal because we're talking about $1 million contracts. It just is what it is. This ain't no charity case. But I absolutely will give you a finder's fee. And then you take that money and you bring the next deal to the table. And eventually, guess what? I'm going to pay you enough money through finder fees that you no longer need me. Or you now come to the table and you say, Travis, I'm not just a headhunter out there for you. I want to be a partner with you. And guess what I got? Money. Now, all of a sudden, we could talk about 50-50 partnership because here's the deal. Even in real estate, I've been presented offers too. Like, yo, they put together nice deals. Then they come back to me and go, well, I need my name on the paperwork, but you ain't got no money. They go, well, I brought the deal, but you ain't got no money. We can't be equals when you ain't got no money. Because the money is the biggest risk. Ain't that why we trying to do all of this to get the money? So you can't act like you are equal partner when you don't have one of the main components, the money. When I got the money, I got the power. It just is what it is. But we're going to build to it. When you get that finder's fee from me, don't you go eat that money up. Don't you go party with that money. Instead, you need to roll that money into the next deal. You need to roll that money into getting you bookkeeping. You need to roll that money into building you a proper website, into getting educated. Because the whole goal is to stop using me to make you money. You're going to start using your own money to make the money, and that's when you 10X things. But in the beginning, if you ain't got no money, it is what it is. You on the lower end, but that don't mean that you don't make money. All right? So subcontracting. That could be a great way to get involved with this. The other beauty about this thing called contracting is usually I ain't got to pay the money right now. The government ain't asking me to have the money right now. On service base, I don't have to pay the money until I got a payroll. So if I'm paying a payroll, that means they working on a project. And if they working on a project, I'm going to get my money back. So now it's okay. Can I get a credit card and cover payroll for the next 60 days? Where in return, it's going to cost me 4%, but the government's going to pay me back 28%. Well, you should do the deal. And guess what? You don't need my money. You can actually use the credit card's money until you get enough that you don't need to use credit cards no more. And that's it's a whole nother strategy when you have the money. And I'll give you guys an example right now. People ask me, well, Travis, why you don't want to use your own money on this deal right here? Because I'm always looking for other people's money. I don't like using my own money for no deal. I don't even care that I got the money right now. I don't want to use my money on the deal. Here's why. If I can get $1 million, and I got the credit line for $1 million, that's why I'm telling you guys this. If I can get $1 million and it only costs me 3.85% to use the $1 million, why the heck would I use my own money? My money right now, worst case scenario, is sitting in a high yield savings account that earns me 5%. I got it invested in the stock market, in cryptocurrency. And I done showed y'all this. If you ain't following me on Instagram, official Travis Davis, you should go over there and figure it out. I've gotten over 40% returns on my money. So if I was to take my money away from a situation that gives me 40% returns so I can spin it over here to get 18% returns on a business deal, well, I'm actually losing money. Instead, I could just borrow the $1 million from somebody else. I give them back their 3.85%, and I still make 15% on the money. And my money kept making this 40+% over here. I didn't touch it. That's why when fools talking about pay your cash, like, look, you got to pay attention to who you're listening to, because that's just stupid. The goal is to get enough money that the money can make money. If you keep taking your money away, then your money can't make no money. This is why you got to love borrowing other people's money. You just need to know the numbers. That's it. And if you can't borrow somebody's money and make 3 times the percentage of what it costs you, then don't borrow the money. It's just that simple. Leave the money alone. Don't touch it. Why the heck would I borrow somebody's money? I got to pay 3.85% and I'm only making 4% on the deal. That just ain't smart. Any hiccup could happen and all of a sudden that 3.85% is costing you 7% because you couldn't pay the money back. That just ain't smart. But if I 3 times it, if a hiccup does happen, well, cool. I still made enough money off the deal that I could cover the hiccup, and it didn't require me to go touch my money. So the objective of what I'm trying to share with you guys today is to literally generate your own money, store it over here to protect it so it can make money, and then you keep borrowing. And here's the other beauty. The more money that you borrow from people like me, from the bank, from other credit people that's loaning money out here, the more you borrow it and pay it back, guess what we gonna do? Give you more money. You know what I'm saying? Because you pay your bills. How do I know people who pay their bills? It's called a credit score. That's why I said in the beginning, you need a 680 or higher. If you ain't got no 680, you put fear in me that you ain't going to pay me my money back because your credit profile says that you're a bad steward of paying people their money back. That's why you got a low credit score. And then you get frustrated and say, man, the world is against me. Ain't nobody letting me borrow no money. Well, you showed us that you don't like to pay people their money back. And I don't care what type of situation you in. I didn't put you in that situation. So I don't. Look, I ain't here to save the world. I'm here to make money. So you ain't about to put me in a pickle because you don't know how to calculate your own money. So once again, guys, these are simple tactics that you can do to 10x your own revenue. You do not need money to start your business. You need to believe in yourself.
Just
You need to understand that you can do it. There's nothing stopping you. So if you guys got any questions, make sure you put them in the chat right now. I'm about to dig in and dive into each and every one of y'all questions that you guys got. Don't forget, make sure that you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you guys picked up anything that I put down tonight, I want you to drop a fire emoji down there in the chat. If you learned anything tonight, I want you to drop a fire emoji down there in the chat. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to put any questions in there that you want to put in there. While we wait for that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping here real quick. Once again, you can visit travisknows.com and access all of this great stuff. You can join our 30-day challenge that will be starting June the 2nd. This is our 30-day challenge to teach you how to become a consultant. And trust me, we don't need no money for consultants. You're going to pay some money to learn how to do this. But the whole purpose of being a consultant is we're going to put deals together for other people and they're going to pay us handsomely for it. That's why I love being a consultant. Majority of my money comes from being a consultant. I got about 8 people that pay me $50,000 a year right now. And they give me, so it's $50,000 with a $5,000 retainer that goes up 2.5% per $2.5 million that we bring in and help them win. I'm still going to get my money whether they win or not. That ain't my job for them to win. My job is to get the relationships, present them in front of the customer, and this is supposed to be their craft, their thing. They should know how to win their own projects. But the minute that they do win, I personally don't bring them projects that's under $2.5 million because I want my retainer to go up 2.5%. So why would I bring them deals of $250,000? This is what consulting work can do. So that's June 2nd. You can join our 30-day challenge. If you want to get involved with SB Money Flow, which again, we'll talk about on Thursdays, and we're going to be touching some of it tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. looking at the GovCon marketplace that we got in SB Money Flow. You can get registered right there with that as well. If you would like to join our community completely for free, it won't cost you one single dollar. Come right here, join our Pure Money community. Once again, all of this can be found on travisknows.com. I don't care how you spell knows. You can put N-O-S or K-N-O-W-S. It don't matter. It'll all get you here. If you need virtual consultations, 30-minute consultations, you can actually get those. Yes, these are paid. These are not for free. If you need money, all my people that need money, we have funding right here. Now, I'll tell you guys this. It ain't my money. So, yes, I put the website right here, but this ain't my money. This is a company that I work very closely with. They help provide me money. I always still reach out to them today. I told y'all I constantly use other people's money. So I decided to say, hey, I want to share the same people that I get money from. I'm sharing it with you guys. So if you come right here and you put talk to experts, you're going to fill out a form, a company called Ladder Financial Group. They are going to reach out to you at the time that you want. And they are going to put you in the best situation to get money, whether you need unsecured loans, secured loans, credit cards, whatever they need to do to get you the best money at the lowest price. They will handle that. Not Travis. This ain't Travis' company. So don't look towards me. I ain't got nothing to do with this. But I'm telling you, this is the company that I use. So again, that's Access Funding right there. QuickBooks, once again. If you need QuickBooks, you can get 70% off right now until May 31st. So make sure that you guys take that action. And last but not least, you can go ahead and get your Amex card. Look, man, I may need to do a whole training on Amex, okay? Because I'm killing this Amex thing right now. I want y'all to understand this. I got about 300,000 points in Amex that I earned like 2 months ago. Because I bought the government stuff on my Amex card. This is another thing that y'all don't get, man. This is why I love selling to the government. See, I also calculate my points in. You can go on vacation. Just think about the vacation cost of you living your life. It may cost you $20,000 every year to go on vacation with your family. You keep coming out of pocket for this stuff. Well, what if you spent millions of dollars on your credit card buying products for the government and you now become elite status with your Amex card and you get the points right there? You can actually come in lower for your pricing because you understand on the back end with your points, you're going to be able to make up the difference. This is just some of the stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? To each his own, figure it out. But once again, that's TravisKnows.com. You guys can visit that right there and go ahead and click on the links that you need access to. All right, let me see. What questions do I got here that I may have missed? All right. How can I start getting certified with government contracts through the SBA website? My bad. I think of your question there. How can I get certified with the government through the SBA website? All right, let's go take a look at it because I'm drawing a blank right now. So look, guys, this whole certification thing, okay, SBA.gov is really just forms that you got to fill out. So if you come over here to the SBA website, you go to federal contracting. And here are your programs right here. So you got your women-owned, veteran-owned, 8A. Under the veteran will be the... Man, this corona has whooped my ass. Under the veteran, you'll have your service-disabled veterans. Also, Hub Zone. Yeah, that's right here as well. Just click on these programs and it'll give you instructions on how to fill out. Well, I don't know if it'll quite give you instructions on filling out the form, but it'll give you instructions on everything that you need to complete in order to get your certifications done. I will tell you guys, most of the time, the reason why you get denied is simply because you don't answer all the questions that the government asks you. If the government asks you a question, you need to answer it. It's just that simple. So if they say something like, I need your last 3 years of taxes for your business and you just started your business, that don't mean that you don't answer it. Okay. You need to put, let me show you. See if I can find one of my forms that I did previously. Malmar, 8A. All right. 8A. Let's look at stage 3 documents. It's bankrupt. Okay. They asked for any bankruptcy information, right? So look at how I did the form, right? I said, hey, this is what I mean by you need to answer every question that the government asks you. All I did was typed up on a piece of paper and I said bankruptcy is not applicable to Malmar or any of its owners. I signed and dated it. I answered the question. Do not skip a question without an answer. Here is your answer. Just because it doesn't apply to you don't mean that you don't answer it. How do they know it don't apply to you? You can't just assume that people know your life. This is me making sure you don't assume anything. And I highly advise you guys, all you got to do when you go to do your certifications, make folders for every stage. Don't y'all see this? What does it say? Stage 1 documents, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Inside of each stage, I put everything that they wanted and I put all of the documentation in the folder and then submitted the packet. Can you do it? Absolutely, you can. Some people are just lazy. They want everything done right now. And you can pay me to do it for you. All I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to go inside of each folder and say, this is what I need from you. Like I can't do it without getting this stuff from you. So I'm going to need the article of incorporation, the board of directors, the brief narrative. I'm going to need it regardless. And you're the only one who can produce it. I can't produce this stuff for you. But I can be organized and knock all this stuff out for you in no time. So that's how that certification thing works. It's not that complicated. You just got to take your time, sit down and read it. But yes, SBA.gov is all sitting right there. So you can go fill out those forms.
It's just different.
Wow, I just went to irs.gov and got an EIN, of course. We already went over that one. Let's see. How do we book a consultation? TravisKnows.com. You can click the consultation link right there. Also, if you guys need more government contracting education, just the education side of it, okay, you guys can actually come right here. You can go to govconcheatcodes.com, govconcheatcodes with an S on the end.com, okay? And everything is located right here too. Consultation link is located right here, whether you want in person or virtual. We can go to my office located in Washington, D.C. if you want to do things in person. Also, my in-person consultations, this ain't no 30-minute consultation. If you asking me to drive to D.C., well, we going to really do some work. This ain't 30 minutes. We going to be there for a couple hours, okay? We going to eat, break bread. So that's why the whole cost when you see the in-person consultation, because we going to be working. So don't come book me for an in-person consultation and you ain't like you just got a basic question. Ask me that virtually. But if you need help and assistance with putting your stuff together, that's what we need in person for, and it's going to take some time. So you can go ahead and book that there. But if you want to learn more about government contracting, come over here to programs, and then you go to GovCon Cheat Codes University, and this is where you can get all of the education when it comes to government contracting. All of my videos, I got tons and tons of training right here on government contracting, as well as you will be in my private community, so you can stay updated with all that information. Man, my screen's just changed. Okay. I see we just shifted over there. All right, we back. But once again, that's govconcheatcodes.com. You can be updated with all that information there. Now I got to figure out where my stuff went to. All right. Give me a second. All right, there we go. We back.
It's just different.
All right. What does it say? I don't have my cage code anymore. I work for wholesale grocery foods and merchandise as we are. How would you align myself in the company to do business with the government? They need to be registered. So again, this is where consulting comes into, like, if you, here's some easy work for consulting. As long as you know how to register yourself in the government system, like getting yourself set up in SAM.gov, if you know how to get certifications, you can just consult to businesses, getting them registered in the system and getting their certifications. And the reason I said that is because it sounds like you work for a bigger company. They not about to be playing around with this stuff, especially if they already making money and you tell them they got to sit down and do paperwork. They not about to sit down and do that paperwork. They going to look at it as work that ain't getting paid. So instead, you could possibly do it for them for free if you got that relationship up there, understanding on the back end, we're going to do some big things together, and you possibly could become their lead liaison for the government contracting side. But by all means, another route that you could go about looking is finding other companies who are already working in the government in the grocery and food side of the house. Find them. It's all public information that's already been winning contracts, and you call them up and you become a subcontractor to them, and you're going to bring your company and say, hey, we're going to subcontract to this prime, and we're going to provide the food and grocery for the projects that they need. One of the things that I would look into, I'm not quite sure the location, but let's take Houston, for instance. Houston just got destroyed through natural disasters, right? They lost electricity. And when you lose electricity, that means that you lose food. So you could be part of emergency. I'm drawing a blank, man. You could be in the emergency situations, maybe create relationships with the companies who are already set up with FEMA. And again, you could just provide to them for these emergency disasters. So that could be something else to look into too. But I would absolutely look at other businesses that are already performing in the government, and maybe you could provide them with lower food pricing, and you don't ever have to get registered to do government contracting. You know that they're doing the government contracting. You're just providing them with the products and services. Let me see. I still prefer Excel because I create my own formulas. Hey, look, some of y'all are some Excel specialists. Also, whether you know it or not, man, you can actually have ChatGPT and stuff do your Excel formulas as well. That's for other individuals that don't quite know how to operate Excel. ChatGPT can absolutely operate Excel for you. Can you drill down on insurance and how that works with subs and so on? Great question. So when it comes to government contracting, the government only requires the prime to have insurance. Okay? So the prime is going to need insurance in order to execute the contract. Now, what if you was a prime and you didn't have insurance? Well, your subcontractor could possibly have insurance. They should. Look, I require all my subcontractors to have insurance. There just ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the reason why is because they make a hiccup. Like, I need them to be covered too. Well, not them to be covered. I need them to make sure they can pay me my money because I'm the one that's going to take the hit. So they need to tap into their insurance so I can get my money back or whatnot if some problems happen. But let's say you're the prime, you don't have insurance, but you're dealing with a large subcontractor, right? You can possibly have them add you to their insurance. They should be able to call their insurance rep up, add you to their insurance. That way you can get a form to prove that you have this insurance and you can keep moving forward. So that's an option too. Do you do net 30s for your first time selling products? Well, people, I'm glad you asked that question because people just be lying out here. Let me ask you this, Reginald. You got somebody new that never did business a day in their life. You don't know anything about them, and they want your products. They want you to do a net 30 on $60,000 worth of products. Are you about to give them $60,000 worth of products and pray that they pay you back in 30 days? You ain't got no proof that they ever did anything a day in their life. Heck, you better not say yes. I'm just telling you that because I can do net 30s now at the level that I'm at with the customers who know me. And let me show you again. Let me come back here and show you what I mean by this. All right. I need to come back over here. I forgot my screen changed. So net 30. All right. Dropbox, Malmar. Where my stuff at? Contracts, consulting agreements. RS, NDAs, MBE, marketing, opportunities, reseller. Okay. So these companies right here, usually you're going to start out with a resale certificate. So in order to sell other people's stuff, if I want to sell stuff that CDW got, Cisco got, who else I got here? HP, IST, I can't remember who this is right here. But the more of the story is you can resell anybody's stuff with a reseller certificate. But these companies right here, guess what they not about to do is give you net 30 in the beginning because, again, they don't know who you are. They've never seen you a day in their life. But if you keep doing business with them and you keep reselling their stuff and you make them money, eventually you can say, hey guys, look, man, I've been working with y'all for the last 6 months and I done made y'all, $100,000, $200,000 with no problem. I need a net 30 moving forward on the deal. They'll respect that. But to jump out the gate and you ain't never made no money for nobody, I'm not giving you no net 30. I don't care who you are.
It's just different.
Money is a dangerous game, man. I don't trust people when it comes to money. They just be lying. And I used to be nice. There's this guy called Greg Hopkins. Let me pull up Greg's name. I should put his whole picture up here. See, I used to be real nice, and Greg was the last straw. Yeah, I'm going to put his picture up here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find Greg. Is a Hawkins, I believe. Yeah, Greg Hawkins. Matter of fact, we're going to put him on Front Street because I don't like people that steal money. And Greg stole my money because I tried to be nice to him. Greg was in my community and Greg lied to me. But we about to show y'all Greg. There you go. This guy right here. See, I tried to be nice to him and I gave him like a net 30 deal. What was it, like $5,000 or something of that nature? I fronted the project for him and Greg ran off of my money. See, Greg don't have over a 680 credit score. All of the red flags was up, but, I tried to help a brother out because at that time, I wanted to help out my people. I don't do that no more. You all can go tag Greg and blame him for having a nice person that wanted to help people out, and Greg took advantage of me. And he wasn't the only one. He was just the last straw. So, yeah, we don't do that no more. I have no sympathy for nothing. I don't care.
It's just different.
Blame Greg. What books do I recommend? Great question right there. I actually have a link right here that I'll put in the chat for you guys for all the books that I love to read. Let me go to my Google Drive. I used to, I'm going to put this on Travis Knows too. I need to add that up there. Let me go books. Nope, that ain't the right. Book. Oh no, it's probably reading, not books. Read. There we go. All right, I'm going to share this link with you guys. These are all of the books that I love. I'll tell you guys this right here. 2 of my favorite books is How to Win Friends and Influence People, because that's going to teach you how to talk. We can't make sales if we don't know how to talk to people. We don't know how to treat people as people, right? And the other book that I highly, highly advise you to do. Now, I used to know this book off the top of my head because it's my favorite book, but for some reason I can't think of the name of it. Where is it at? I know my followers know which it is. Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play. It's at the top. This book right here, I had to learn a lot right here of stop wasting my time talking to people who ain't decision makers. This book is going to teach you how to talk to the right people, not just anybody, but you're going to talk to people who are decision makers. Okay, so I'm going to put this link here in the chat for you guys, and hopefully by tomorrow I will get that on travisknows.com, just in case if you miss it in this chat and you watch on replay, you guys can have that there tomorrow. All right. Let me switch that there. But Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Those are 2 of my favorite books.
It's just different.
The rest of them right there on the list too. I've read every one of them. See, look, Courtney be knowing. I like Courtney answered that, man. Let me see. I'm looking to partner with a respectable percentage per contract awarded to me in my work. For sure. Question, does your mentorship help with capability statement? Does my mentorship help with capability statements? You joking? You got to be joking. Man, no, I don't take my time to help with capability statements, man. No, not at all. And I'll show you why. It's just some stuff we don't take time in. Capability statements are definitely integral parts to your growth. But there's no one set capability statement that fits everybody. So since there is no one capability statement that fits everybody, what we end up doing here, when you get my SB Money Flow tool, and if you go to GovCon Cheat Codes University, I absolutely have training that teaches you about doing a capability statement correctly. All right. But I can't tell you exactly how the capability statement needs to be laid out because I don't know the customer that you're about to present the capability statement to. Right. That's very key. That's how I teach you guys about the capabilities. Also, you should have multiple copies of a capability statement. There's no one set capability statement. But with Pure Money AI, you actually get access to this. As long as you get SB Money Flow, you will get access to this prompt library in Pure Money AI. If you pay in full for the Elevate plan, you'll get the full access to Pure Money AI and get all these other features. And when you join the 30-day challenge, you're going to get full access to this because I need to use this so we can move fast in 30 days. But anyways, you come down here to the prompt library, you go to write capability statement, and this is going to write the capability statement for you in absolutely no time. And if you do it correctly, the way that I got it programmed, you need to tell me who you're about to go sit down and talk to. What agency are you going to talk to? because I have programmed this to go look for the agency, find the agency's mission statement, find how the agency is moving forward for your industry in the language, the verbiage that they use, and then spit out your capability statement using the exact same words that they utilize. So you should make multiple capability statements depending on who you about to go sit down in front of. And then what I do teach y'all is to get the information from the capability statement. I don't even want to show it. It takes too much time. But you get the information from the capability statement. You can go over to Fiverr with the information, pay somebody $5, $10 to make you, make the capability statement look beautiful. Or you could go to Canva and do it yourself. But the wording, the verbiage, it'll be right here. But I ultimately teach you guys in GovCon Cheat Codes University of how to cheat and build your capability statement. You should never build a capability statement from scratch. We should copy successful winners in the government contracting space, and they'll show you what needs to be on that capability statement. Great info. I'm a licensed general contractor in Georgia with DoD secret clearance expiring in August. What are government contracting options? It's a bunch. I would definitely be trying to find a company to hold that clearance. That honestly would be one of my first things that I would pay attention to is like what company possibly can I go work for right now, unless you hurry up and get your business rolling before August and, you could possibly put yourself on your own contract. Well, you'll need a facility clearance, so it ain't going to move that fast. Yeah, you need to find somebody to make sure you can get that secret clearance to keep getting sponsored over there. But there's plenty of opportunities for cleared people. That may be one of the hardest things for individuals to keep, even business owners, to get cleared personnel to work for them. So you'll always have an opportunity with a clearance, and definitely look in the DoD space, right? DoD is usually organizations that's heavy on the clearance. So I would honestly stay over there in DoD and build your relationships up. Go work for the companies and build that network up until you're ready to jump out on your own. Registered on SAM, currently awaiting the cage. All right, it might take months to get certified, though. Absolutely. Yeah, it could possibly take months to get certified. I believe they're going a little quicker, though. Don't quote me on it. I ain't went to go get certifications in a long time. I do got to keep renewing the certifications, which is the pain in the ASS, but I personally haven't gotten certifications in a long time. But some of them are moving pretty quick. WSB certs on a year. God dang. See, Courtney in the trenches, man. He been getting his certs and all that stuff. But yeah, that woman owned. I have heard that it's pretty backed up. SDVOSB, service disabled veteran owned business. Shout out. Look, Courtney just answering the questions. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Does your mentorship help with just went over that. Great info. I guess I'm going over the same stuff again. 25 people watching. Smash that like button. Come on, man. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Get this information up out of there. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? Keep growing the channel. I'm back. All right. Courtney said, I can't stand that ninja. I can't stand Greg. If I find him, we got some problems. I'm slapping him on sight. And I just hate, I really was on a mission to help out my people the best way that I can. Because when I first got started in business, I had the same money problems that all of y'all got. And the man upstairs has blessed me. He's blessed me in a way that, I love him every day. I wake up extremely grateful for the situation that he put me in. And he's given me the knowledge and the power to be able to come back and bless others that look just like me. And that is what I was focusing on. How can I help y'all out the most? And I didn't want to put y'all in a situation that you need 680 credit scores and you need all of this stuff to obtain $5,000 to get you moving forward. I just wanted to be there to support you. And this Negro right here took my trust. Not only did he just take that money, I provide affiliate commissions too. So anytime you join my programs, You can resell all of my stuff. He had resold a couple of my things, and I paid him money for reselling that stuff. He took that money and the $5,000, man. I can't stand Greg. And whoever put a dislike for this video, if I find out who you is, I'll slap you too. If I'm partnering with a small business and they're not registered in SAM, could I still do a teaming agreement for a proposal? I know this won't work for JV, saying that we both need to be registered. Yes, you can do a teaming with a sub that is not registered in the system, because the government's going to be doing business with the prime. They don't do business with subs, right? So they're not usually looking for the sub to have anything registered in the system, because that ain't who they're going to talk to. They will never, ever talk to the subcontractor. They'll never update a subcontractor about what's going on. They ain't going to pay the subcontractor. If something goes down during that contract, they're not going to slap the hand of the subcontractor. They coming at you. So yes, you can partner with a sub, and they don't need to be in there registered in sam.gov. Now, again, you do need to read the actual opportunity. It will give you more clarity on what you can and can't do. So if it says something like you can't utilize your subcontractor's past performance, well, it really ain't no purpose of having a subcontractor then, right? Because if you can't use the things that they've done, well, it's just a purposeless subcontractor. Maybe you should flip it around and put them in the prime position and you become their sub. And y'all will work that out, figure out how to make it make sense. But again, the actual opportunity will tell you what you can and can't do. See, SB Money Flow creates the capability. Yeah. Is the 30-day challenge included in the Elevate plan? You know what? For you, I'll add it in there because you paid in full. I believe you paid in full. So send me a email. Send my team an email to info@official Travis Davis, or you can log into your SB Money Flow and not log into your SB Money Flow. You can go to sbmoneyflow.com, and that bubble that's on the bottom screen, you can message my team right there and just say, hey, I was on live with Dr. Davis and he told me that I could join the 30-day challenge included with the program, and we'll get you in there. I appreciate you for paying in full. I like people that pay in full because, to me, you're investing in yourself. So since you took that type of investment in yourself, if I can help you out right there, I will. So, yep, join the challenge. You ain't never lied. Thank you, Travis, our friend. Whoever Greg is, better spend that money well. You ain't never lied. I hope he's spending well. Look, he blocked me on Instagram, too, because every now and then when I wake up and I get a little angry, I decide to tag him in and call him the stupid Negro that he is. But he blocked me. I don't know why people do bad things, man, to good people, but it happens every day. Last but not least, because Amber just reminded me, the Middleman Club. Now, I can't add you into this one, okay? Everybody got to pay for this one separately. But once again, I realized a lot of you guys need a little bit more hand-holding. So the Middleman Club, guys, is something that I decided every other week I'm going to meet with you guys 2 times a week. No, I'm going to meet with you guys every other week, 2 times a month. I'm going to meet with you guys for an hour. The first 15 minutes, I'm going to teach you guys some things. The next 30 minutes, you guys are going to ask me any question that you need obtaining to where you are. In the next 15 minutes, you guys are going to be networking with each other in the Middleman Club. Now, there's 3 levels to the Middleman Club. 1, we got the regular middleman, which I teach affiliate marketing. I'm going to be teaching you how to resell other people's stuff. That's the middleman. You're going to be in the middle of other people's products and services, and you're going to sell it for them and get paid for them. That's what we're going to do in that Middleman's Club. Then I got the GovCon Middleman Club. Same exact thing, but I got to teach you how to do it on the GovCon side. Make sure we get all the documents signed and all of that stuff. And I'm going to teach you how to talk to people to make sure that they give you the partnerships that you need for the GovCon side of a middleman. And then we got the last but not least, the elite middleman club, which puts you in both of them. The regular middleman club and the GovCon middleman club. If you get in the elite middleman club, that means that I will be meeting with you 4 times a month. Yeah, 4 times a month, because you're going to have 2 meetings with the GovCon middleman and you're going to have 2 meetings with the regular middleman. And literally, the objective of this is for you to ask me whatever you need. And you may be thinking, well, Travis, your prices for everything else, you know what I'm saying? They be costing a nice little penny. I know they be costing a nice little penny. It don't cost that much though. I'm cheaper than everybody else, but for this one, I decided to take it to a whole nother level. You guys are actually going to get 75% commissions when you resell the middleman club. Okay? So that means every month that a person pays for the middleman club, you're going to get 75% of the commissions. You may be saying, well, Travis, what price you talking about? Well, let's take a look at the price. You guys can actually come to middlemansclub.com. Once again, that's middlemans with the S on the end, middlemansclub.com. Join us over here. And for the regular middleman club, it's going to cost you $59.99 a month. For the GovCon middleman club, it's going to cost you $79.99 a month. And if you want to get in both, it's going to cost you $99.99 a month. My consultation on its own costs $99 for 30 minutes. Right? You guys are going to be able to meet with me for 4 hours every month for $99 a month if you get into both. So go to middlemansclub.com, join us over there, and then tell somebody else about it so you guys can get that affiliate commission and put that money in your pocket. That's middlemansclub.com. Yes, the next Zoom call will be next week. I'm going to be making a video and posting in our private community chat to keep you updated on the schedule and all that. I was down and out. I was supposed to do it this week, or last week, but whatever, I caught Corona, so it knocked me out for a little bit. All right, so once again, that's middlemansclub.com. I believe I got to all of y'all questions.
It's just different.
Make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this live video out with 3 other entrepreneurs, business owners. Last but not least, guys, make sure, hey, take a screenshot right now. Take a screenshot, and then I want you to go over to your Instagram account and tag me over on Instagram, official Travis Davis. You can actually screenshot that QR code right there. Just go to official Travis Davis, tag me, and let the world know we got some amazing things going on over here, because hey, I can't grow the channel without each and every one of y'all. So I do appreciate y'all for continuing to help this channel grow right here. But I always say, before you purchase anything from me, if it comes in the back of your mind, is this guy scamming or whatnot? Yes, I'm scamming. I'm not really scamming. But if that's in the back of your mind, questioning if I'm scamming, I'm just telling you right now, yes. Instead, before you click any button of mine to purchase anything, because you got that thought in your mind, I don't want you to buy nothing from me. Instead, I want you to go over to Instagram and I want you to learn the person that I'm in, because I need you to stop thinking I'm a scammer. Okay? So don't buy nothing from me yet, if that's your thought. Instead, learn about me over on Instagram. I tell you in the stories how I'm thinking and operating. And when your gut tells you finally that I'm not a scammer, then and only then do you come join any programs that I got. But ain't no refunds over here. I have no pity for nobody. I got every resource that you need to better yourself. I'm not babying nobody. So if that is you, do not join me. But if you really ready to believe in yourself and understand that the resources are here to support you, then come on over. We ain't trying to take advantage of nobody over here. Official Travis Davis, that's on your Instagram account. And if you want to learn more, guys, if you like, well, Travis, I ain't got no money, period, to be investing in anything. Well, guess what? I got stuff for you too. Go over to YouTube. Take the screenshot. I got tons and tons of training on YouTube. The videos are long, just like it is today. What's this? Almost a 2-hour video. Sometimes we do got 2-hour videos over there. Sometimes they're an hour. They don't get no shorter, but they are for free. And you can learn the same information over there. It's just going to take you a little while. But by all means, you can go over to YouTube right now and start learning that information. And last but not least, do not forget that the 30-day challenge does kick off June the 2nd. sbgovconlive.com. Get yourself registered. Join us over there on the challenge. We're going to be doing some amazing things on this 30-day challenge. This is going to be one completely different than any of the other 30-day challenges that I have ever done. So once again, make sure that you join us, sbgovconlive.com. Get yourself registered. Outside of that, I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you haven't joined me in Clubhouse in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time zone, I'm trying to tell you, we are on Clubhouse working on our mindset. We talked about it earlier. What do you need as an entrepreneur? Mindset. Each and every morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time zone, we are on Clubhouse going over affirmations and gratitude. And I'm telling you, that's one of the most life-changing places that we've created over there. We have had amazing individuals come through there and completely change their life, and they doing some amazing stuff out here in this world right now. So if you need some encouragement, if you need a community that's going to literally help you out, build that strong entrepreneur business mindset you need to join us over at Clubhouse, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time zone. Just look for Pure Money. I'm the only person over there talking that Pure Money. So make sure you join us over there on Clubhouse. Outside of that, I love you all. I'll be back here tomorrow, 8:30 p.m., where we will be talking about government contracting. So make sure you put it in your schedule, put your alerts, whatever you need to do to get back here at 8:30 tomorrow to talk about this government contracting. You need to do it so I can see you. Once again, I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We are getting ready to get up out of here. When the music goes off, well, you know what happened when the music goes off. We go off. I love you.
It's just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got it like I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah,